You can create stunning watercolor flowers even if you've never picked up a brush before. Did you know that painting flowers in watercolor can be one of the most easy and exciting things that you can ever paint? Seriously, if you've ever felt intimidated by painting flowers, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to show you some really easy ways with one brush you can paint a beautiful and lovely flower just like this one. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started. Okay, so we're going into this sketchbook that I have here, and I'm getting out the filbert brush. So this is such a wonderful brush to use for this because you can create all these different types of petals. So this tutorial is great to show you that you don't need a ton of supplies, and just this one brush is going to be able to get you a few different kinds of flowers. So here we go. Just wetting off my brush, and I'm going to dab it out on my towel that I have here. The first color that I'm going into is the orange that I created. And I created this orange with a light yellow and a bit of my quinacridone rose. And I'm just putting the brush down and doing a swoop, and then turning the brush onto its side and doing these little dabbing pull down motions. And I'm working very loosely here, not over fussing too much, and then just going in with the side of the brush there. A little bit more color, adding it into the bottom, really easy. And then I'm just going into that quinacridone rose just to touch up the center and just add a little bit more dimension. So this is the Daler-Rowney sketchbook I'm working in, and it's just really regular acid-free paper. So for the centers, I want to go into just my pointed brush. You don't have to, you can still keep on using the same brush. But I just want to get a little bit of a darker green here. I'm using a Perylene green and a Payne's gray, and then just going into the center very loosely and pulling down that color. For the next color here, I am back on the filbert brush, and I'm going straight into the quinacridone rose, making a very similar pull down and swoop motion with the brush, turning the brush onto its side. So you'll get the rounded top, and then as you pull it down, you will get your pointed bit there, trying to work into the center, and again there with the pointed brush just to fill in the middle and pull down the stem. For the next flower here, we're going to do it in a purple. This is a Schminker purple that I've used, and I've just added a bit of quinacridone rose into it to lighten it up. And same thing, just a little bit of that swoop and pull motion, and the center with that dark color. You'll see for these leaves here, I am turning the brush onto its top. So just placing it down and then pulling it up. And that gives me my thicker base of leaves. So if you angle the brush down, like you see here, and then just press and lift, you will get this look of leaves. So using the point of that filbert brush, just pressing down and then releasing the pressure as you move towards the top. And here for this little purple flower, we're using that point of that filbert brush again and doing that little swooping motion, just dabbing and working very loosely to get these scraggly and loose looking flowers. As I work down to the bottom, I'm adding in a little bit of blue just to give it some dimension. The yellow flowers here, we're just going in with a little dabbing motion all over, very loose again, and just to add some contrast and color to the piece. And there you go, the finished piece. It's really easy to create beautiful artworks with one color and limited palettes. If you want to watch another flower, then watch this one next, and I will see you there.